Alrighty, so today we are going over the G Pro Superlight 2. I'm going to be pretty much just going over the specs, the price, the release date, apparently, and I'm just going to give my thoughts over it. So yeah, so starting off with the price, it is 170 euros, which is 185 USD and 249 CAD. That's pretty expensive, but hey, obviously it's going to have 8K, be 45 grams and all that. Yeah. No, it doesn't. It's 60 grams, which it isn't the worst thing in the world, but I would hope for something a bit lighter. Like again, you're including some extra things like the USB holder, which I just don't need. I just don't need that. So that's weight you could cut out and make the mouse just look more appealing. Have it at a lower weight. So that way people don't just have to mod their mouse and just give people overall a better product. Like again, 60 grams isn't bad, but it could be lower. There are things you can do to make it 50 grams that for this to be, I guess, a second super light. This feels like more like a G Pro X Super Light 1.5 than a whole new iteration of it. But anyway, the Hero 2 sensor, that's fine, that's good. Logitech have their sensor game down, so no complaints there. 2K. I mean, it's fine. I mean, most people don't really notice the difference on 4K and 8K anyway, but it's just kind of nice to have, you know? The Superlight has always been, and I guess the G Pro Wireless, the first iteration, they were always like the top of the line mouse at the time when it first released. And now it just seems like Logitech have fallen behind. With Final Mouse releasing a mouse that's $4 more expensive than the Superlight 2 and being 8K, it just doesn't make sense to me that why they're only going 2K. Like, at least go 4K. There's a ton of companies doing that now. Lamzu, Pulsar, there's a lot of them doing that now. And the fact that you're pricing your mouse so expensive for giving, I guess, so little in return. If this mouse was still 150 USD, I wouldn't be that mad. Because again, it's kind of just an update for everyone that asked for. They've wanted an update for the mouse. And a lot of people are happy with the one that they have, so not changing a ton just to give people a bit of a refresh, new switches, a little bit higher hertz. That's good, but don't price it higher. Lower the price of the G Pro and the Superlight. Lower the Superlight down to 120 and then have the second iteration of it at 150. That would make sense if you're not gonna go all out and give it 4K, 8K, 40 grams, 50 grams, whatever. The thing about big companies nowadays is that they price gouge. That's just what they do. Final Mouse, Razer, Logitech, they all do that. They put a price tag on their brand. You want to use our brand, you're going to have to pay 30 bucks extra. It's what they do nowadays. So yeah, after my little rants over, we can go over the pictures. So again, we have the hybrid and mechanical optical switches. So that's nice. Here we have the Hero 2 sensor. And here we have, I guess, the leaked picture of the listing. 170 euro. Available more than 15 days. Okay, so I guess that's where they got the 15 days from. And then here is the description. I'm going to leave this here just for a few seconds, just if you want to pause and read it. I'm not going to go through it. Alright. So, moving on to the leak from Simple himself, where it shows him using the new Superlight. It shows the box, the dongle, all that.
Так, смотрите, с кем.
Ребят, что нам по свету оставить, так?
Ну, так, и вот такой подгон. Unreleased Superlight 2.
So as you can tell, it doesn't look too different. I don't think there's literally any difference to it. I think they kept the same shell and pretty much just updated the internals, which I think is what everyone wanted. They wanted the same shape. If you like the Superlight, you don't want the shape to change. Keep the same market. But yeah, the dongle's the exact same. Only thing that changed was the fact that there's a 2 on it now, so not a big difference there, which I think is fine. I think keeping the same aesthetic is perfectly fine. People like it. People like the minimalist aesthetic. So that's good that Logitech is keeping it the same again. The only thing I wished that was different was the fact that it just had better specs, had 4K, was a little bit lighter. Because again, for the price of 170 euro, 185 USD, this isn't worth it. The Final Mouse is more worth it than this. The Ultralight X is more worth than the Superlight 2. I would rather pay $4 extra to get 8K. Like the fact that Logitech are making the final mouse worth it. They're making the Ultralight X, priced at $189, a better deal than a Superlight. That is a wild feat to achieve, and Logitech did it. That is impressive. I gotta give them props. Good job, Logitech. I'll repeat it one more time. The only thing wrong with this mouse is the price. Either up the specs or lower the price. Either one. The state that this mouse is in right now, again, anything could change. It's not like announced yet at the price of whatever it's gonna be. But right now, from what we have, this is not looking good at all. But yeah, again, we're gonna get this in about 2 weeks. So yeah, which is August 28th. That's pretty much everything I have to talk about today. Let me know in the comments if you're going to buy it or not, and if you're hyped for it. Just let me know like any thoughts, concerns you have about the mouse, and yeah, I'll see you guys all later. Peace.